up here in Amber Heights, and I see a character with a name. So let's check in. Ash.
Never seen you before.
I mean, you sure about that? You're so drunk, you're barely sitting up straight. Well, that's because he's standing, but...
I may not remember today tomorrow, but I damn well remember yesterday now. Wait, nah, that's what I meant. Nothing on this moon for nobody. Just a lot of heartbreak.
What's your story?
It's pretty simple, kid. I sit at the bar, I drink, I mind my own business. That's it.
Strength check. Bet I can out-drink you.
Kid, I ain't got but half a liver left. And what's there don't work so good, and I can still drink you under the table. Look, you want to buy the drinks, I'll do my bit to keep you entertained. Just don't ask me to dance.
All right, here's some bits.
I can't repay no kindnesses now. All right, so, I reckon one of the most interesting places I've been is the Hot Pole. You know what that is?
Intelligence check. I can make a guess. The hottest place on Monarch is probably the closest to Olympus.
Exactly. This moon ain't big enough to rotate. It's locked. One side always facing Olympus, the other always facing away. Olympus might not be a star, but it throws off assloads of heat. Monarch's hot pole is the part that's closest to the gas giant. It's in the middle of this big mountain plateau. Volcanoes so high the peaks are in space.
How does this planet not rotate? Where's the gravity coming from? If there's no air, how did you survive?
O2 breathers. The heat from Olympus is worse, though. Close your eyes, you can see rays bursting through your eyeballs. Little streaks of light. The funny thing is, then in the middle there's just smooth rock. Circular-like. All the dust blown away. Pale gray with hair-fine cracks all over. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was lightheaded from the O2. But I felt like I had to take off the breather for a moment, put my ear to the ground.
And?
I wonder now if I imagined it. Trick of the air, the heat. It was at the edge of hearing, deep down, far off, irregular. Tap, 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 tap. The sound of a bird pecking out of a shell.
What does it mean?
Hell if I know. When there's a groundquake now, I hold my breath. Because I don't know if it's Olympus squeezing us for gravity, or wings getting stretched.
All right, well, heartbreak. What happened to you here?
A great many things. I'll tell you what. You want to listen to an old man ramble? There might be a job in it for you. I used to run with a squad of mercenaries here. Good folk. A fella named Lamont introduced me. Thing is, I ain't seen them in an age. Stands to reason they got themselves ate.
Mercenaries? What did they do?
Mostly we protected folk from the beasts here. If it spat, scratched, or stung, we'd kill it for you, so long as you had the bits. We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox, and I've been thinking about seeing it found.
All right, so you want mementos, like what? Photographs or...
Thereabouts.
Okay. What if they're still alive?
I'll be glad for it, but I ain't stupid. This planet tends to get people killed. I just want some closure.
Okay, well, can't you find it yourself?
Getting on in years, kid. Legs ain't working like they used to. Sulfur burns a little too long in the lungs. This joint's looking like my last home.
All right. One lockbox coming right up.
Appreciate it, kid. I'll mark an outpost on your map. You spend a lot of time out there. Might be a good place to start. Here's a key for the door.
Neither of the two people I had any conversation for that. A little odd. You think Parvati would be like, oh, mementos, that's nice. And Nyoka would say something about him hunting out here.
What job did the board assign you when you came of age? Bet it was something real neat, like professional flexing.
Wilderness patrol. Plenty of folk traveling on foot out there, even back when there were roads. I protected them from raps and the like.
Oh gosh. And here I was jawing about how I was watching your back. I'm probably more like to get in your way.
Everyone needs someone watching after them. Even me. Even if I ain't keen to admit it sometimes.
Okay. Have we already found this outpost? Oh, I should probably equip the quest, huh? Little Memento. Ash, a grizzled old veteran in the Amber Heights bar, has asked you to track down a keepsake box from his old mercenary unit. Investigate the outpost. Oh, well, we've been close to it. Let's go to Forlorn Crossroads. Yes, there's a Manta Queen over there.
Here we go!
Robot!
I am a storm!
I see you now!
Was it already dead?
To shreds, you say? Can't get past that armor.
Let's get Parvati back up. I got the perk that revives them when I use a health thing. Oh, I almost shot that explosive barrel. Instead, I quickly turned and shot Nyoka. She'll be fine. I should be grabbing that so I can scrap it. Okay. So this is the outpost, I'm guessing. Whoa, 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 it's Rezzo's.
Join me for a second, will you?
Not yet, Nyoka. I want to do some side quests. Okay, I really need to get my shit together and stop looting everything on camera as I continue to do it. Is that what you want me to join you standing on the bench? Electronic log. Someone left a ledger with a list of names, likely members of the unit that uses this outpost. some names like like a Lamont and a Delia are at the top of the list. Some names are crossed off, only to be added later, as if that person left and rejoined. Of particular note is that the name Ash is nowhere to be found. Ash is probably Lamont. Primary drive has been corrupted. Access is limited to the most recent 2 messages. From Delia, A. PJ says you bought tickets for all of us. You didn't have to do that. I owe you. I don't know that I'll ever be able to pay you back, but thank you, Delia. From Lamont. Yeah, Lamont is Ash. Okay. To Delia, don't mention it. I'm attaching coordinates for the waterfall camp. Grab your gear and meet us there by sunup. We're finally getting off this hellhole. Ash. Find the mercenaries. Directly across from us. Wasn't there an upstairs before I go? Yep. Nope. All right. Well.
I call this Rotting River, on account of all the dead things I've thrown in it over the years. It'll take you into the Devil's Peak Caverns if you follow it under the bridge. That's one option. Others the slope up. If you're up for some fun, let's chat.
I got it, Nyoka. I got it. I got it. I should be scrapping all of these things. Is there a way up there from over here? No. No, there is not. I looked over and I couldn't tell. I think OBS just flashed across the screen. It's going so well. I mean, as far as I could tell. I don't actually know for sure. This is a weird place for a ship to pick you guys up at. Marauders, though, and iconoclasts. Sublight thugs. Seems like every faction. MSI soldiers. That's not unique. I don't think that's unique either. It's not. There is a skull, though. Skeletal remains. The remnants of these bones show the telltale signs of a mantisaur attack. Powerful jaws have crushed the skulls. It seems fine to me. while weathering on some of the fragments suggests passage through some beast's digestive tract. Amidst the dirt, you find a small lockbox that matches the description given by Ash. Okay, so did Ash trick them all into going over here? Or a ship to pick them up because a ship can't land here? And then they got eaten by mantisaurs? It was a missed opportunity to have a mantisaur attack happen, like an ambush, but it's alright, I guess. We'll head back. Oh, wait, I could just fast travel back. What am I doing? Except I can't because I'm too close. Guess we'll get our answers, man. So either they got ambushed by mantisaurs and he ran away.
You all got different Saltuna here on Monarch. Ain't that neat?
You come to Monarch and that's what you're excited about. You ought to get out more.
I'm getting out right now.
She is getting out right now. That is factual. All right, Mr. Ketchum.
I'm drinking here. Move yourself on. Nothing on this moon for nobody. There's a lot of heartbreak.
I don't know why my character didn't figure it out. This is Lamont. I found Lamont's body.
You know, a tiny part, a damn stupid part of me hoped he was still out there. What happened?
Unless you're Delia. Which I guess could be that you're Delia. And you're pretending to be Lamont. Because it's Ash Lamont. Or a Lamont. I'm assuming that was Ash Lamont. I don't know. They bought themselves a ticket off world, but they were attacked while waiting for it.
Damn. Well, you find our box of memories?
Yeah, the thing is, I found a list of agents in that outpost, and you aren't on it.
Well, ain't you clever? Fine. I was supposed to pick him up that night. Thing is, another offer came along. Bit more lucrative.
So you abandoned them, and they died out there.
And their payment almost died with them. Thanks to you, I can afford another round. Cheers, hero. Look, I like your gumption. I was gonna share the bits, but here's a couple extra. Now go on. Leave an old man to his past.
All right, I'm going.
If you got in your mind that I want company, you're wrong. Nothing on this moon for nobody. There's a lot of heartbreak.
I still think he's supposed to be Lamont. Because why else would he choose an A for a name? I guess his real name could be Ash. But why would they choose an A name for Lamont? Yeah, I think he's Lamont and he feels bad. Because he ditched the, I'm gonna guess Delia was a love interest. Branson's key. Bronson's key. Bronson never gave us a key. But oh well. We're done here.